Invest, grow, rest. That is our tagline here at Guided Investor, but it's more than just a tagline. It's actually our philosophy that underpins everything we do. And if you're working towards financial independence, this is a mindset that's worth adopting. So in this video, I am going to break it down. Invest, grow, rest is all about short-term pain for long-term gain. It's about putting in the work up front to achieve financial independence in the future. And it's a methodology that we incorporate into all of our financial plans, breaking the wealth creation process down into distinct phases so you can build momentum early, stay consistent, and eventually free up your most valuable asset, which of course is your time. And it all starts with invest. As someone starting out in their financial journey, one of the biggest assets you have on your side is time. Because with just a 7% annual return, you'll double your money roughly every 10 years. And you start to add some regular contributions to that, and the effect starts to multiply. So the first part of our motto is invest because you have to get started on wealth creation as soon as possible. One of the biggest killers I see with wealth building is procrastination, which often comes as a result of indecision. People sit in indecision, they overthink, they procrastinate. Meanwhile, their money is just sitting in cash, slowly losing value to inflation, or even worse, they don't save any money at all. To fix this, you need to establish a financial plan which directs your money to where it needs to go in order to achieve those long-term goals. In this phase of your journey, you really need to get after it and throw all of your resources at it aggressively because the opportunity cost of not doing so is just way too high. Now, we're not just talking about investing here, although that obviously is a part of it. We're talking about building a strong financial foundation, which includes a number of things such as investing in your career to build your future income, keeping your expenses minimal, so try to live like a broke uni student while you're in this first phase, pay out any junk debts, build an emergency fund, and yes, of course, we also start to invest. The idea is that when you're starting out, you go as hard as you can, as quickly as you can to get that solid financial foundation in place so you can then move on to the growth phase. And the growth phase is where consistency wins. It's all about regular investing, implementing different wealth creation strategies, long-term thinking, and basically just letting compounding do the heavy lifting. But this phase isn't just about wealth, it's about balance. The intense hard work was done in phase one when you're in the invest phase. Now the growth phase builds upon that with calculated contributions and strategies that put you on the right trajectory to achieve those long-term financial goals. And the reason I say that you can take your foot off the pedal a little bit is because unfortunately the future is never guaranteed. So I'm not going to tell you to put all your time and effort and resources into a better future because obviously that's not guaranteed and we would be doing so at the expense of the present. The growth phase needs to balance the future with the here and now. You need to be taking the right steps to achieve those long-term goals, but hopefully there's a little bit of capacity also left over to live a little bit now. So think holidays, nicer cars, nicer house, that kind of thing. The growth phase then comes to an end when you have sufficient assets for financial independence. That is, you have a pot of money, which you know you can invest fairly conservatively, which will cover your desired living expenses without the need to work. We then move on to the rest phase. The rest phase is financial independence. You've built enough assets to live the life you want to live on your terms. For some, that means retirement. For others, it might mean continuing to work. But the beauty is you're only working because you want to and not because you have to. Rest isn't about doing nothing. It is about having the freedom to do what matters to you most. You no longer have to swap your time for money. So that's our philosophy: invest, grow, rest. It's simple, it's powerful, and when you commit to it, it really does change everything.